Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out any tips we drop, okay? Today we're going to talk about something bright and pretty cool, LED lights. We are talking about how to source LED lights from China. So if you're thinking about getting into this business, stay with me. I've got some tips that will make your life easier. So why should you source LED lights from China? Well, China is kind of like the home base for LED lights. They have got the factories, the techie. There's a crazy variety. You can find any type of LED light you want. If you are looking to get into the LED game, China is where you should start. Start by figuring out exactly what kind of LED lights you want to source. Are you after bulbs for homes, commercial lighting, or maybe something like LED strips or panels? Once you know what you want, dig into the details. Stuff like brightness, energy use, color, and how long they last. Then check out supplier sites like Alibaba, Made in China, and globalsources are a great place to start. Compare products, read reviews, and get a feel for what's out there and what you should expect price-wise. Always study the market. And find a reliable supplier. This is a big deal because the last thing you want is to end up with a sketchy supplier who sends you junk or disappears after you pay. So how you find a good one? Look for suppliers with a solid history, years in business, good reviews, and maybe some certifications. You can usually find this information on their profile on Alibaba or their website. Samples. Don't be shy about asking for samples, seriously. Samples are your best friend here. Get a few samples from different suppliers and see which ones meet your standards. Check for quality, brightness, and how accurate the colors are. If a supplier doesn't want to send you samples, that's usually a bad sign. In China, haggling is pretty normal, so don't be afraid to negotiate. But remember, it's not just about getting the lowest price, it's about getting the best deal overall. You want to make sure the quality is good and the supplier can handle your order size and deadlines. When you are negotiating, be clear about your terms. How you gonna pay, when you expect delivery, and if there are any guarantees or warranties or so. Think about the long game. If you plan to order frequently, let the supplier know. They might cut you a better deal if they know you will be a repeat customer. And now attention to quality control. It's super important when it comes to LED lights. The last thing you want is to order a bunch of lights and find out they flicker or burn out in no time. So how do you avoid that? Make sure you or your source agent does a deep quality check before the products leave the factory. This could mean inspecting the lights for defects, testing their brightness, or even doing a stress test to see how well they hold up. Okay, if you can't be there in person, so think about hiring a third-party inspection service. It might cost a bit more. For our service, for example, it could run around 5 to 10%, but it's worth it to make sure you are getting what you paid for. Alright, so you have found your supplier, negotiated a good deal, and the lights have passed quality control. Now let's talk about getting those LEDs from China to you. Logistics can be a little tricky, but it's totally doable. First, decide if you are going with air freight or sea freight. Air faster, but costs more. Sea is cheaper, but takes longer. You will also need to handle customs, which can be a bit of a hassle if you're not familiar with the process. But most suppliers can help with this, or you can hire a freight forwarder to handle it for you. Just make sure all your paperwork is in order. Packing lists, invoices, certificates of origin, all that stuff. You don't want your shipment getting stuck at customs. Yes. Now that your first order is done, the next step is build a long-term relationship with your supplier, of course. This is key if you are planning to keep sourcing from China. A good relationship can lead to better price, faster production times, and priority service when you need it. Keep the communication going. Pay on time. And if you can, visit your supplier. It shows you are serious and helps build trust. And if things go well, you can start placing big orders, which can be a win for both you and the supplier. Before we wrap things up, here are a few final tips. Stay organized. Keep all your supplier info, contracts, and order details in one spot. It will save you a lot of headaches later. Be patient when talks about sourcing from China. It takes time, especially the first time around. Don't rush it. Good things take time. Keep up with trends. The LED market is always changing, so stay on top of new trends and tech. It could give you an edge for new opportunities. That's it, guys. If you need a sourcing agent in China to do all this for you, check the description for more information about our services. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Good luck on your business and see you in the next one.